All right, so continuing on with our at-home practice, this is the bottom. So the bottom has been broken up into a couple different parts. In this first part, we're subtracting, and then I want you to show me the subtract one method. And then over here, we're doing some subtracting, but then we're showing our check. So to start out, I know that if I'm just going to subtract the normal way, then my 0 over here is going to become a 10 because I'm taking an entire 100. 10 of the 100 needs to go in the 10. So the rest of it, which is 9 tens, needs to go into the tens place. So the entire 100 was taken. 10 of it goes into the ones. The 9 is going to go into the tens place to represent the 90. And 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 3 is 6. 8 minus 7 is 1, 165. Now the strategy here, the subtract 1 strategy, is I'm going to take each one of my numbers, my 900, and I'm going to subtract 1, which is 899. Then I can go ahead and take my 735. I'm going to subtract 1, and that's going to be 734. And if I go ahead and if I do my subtracting, I'm going to get the same answer as my 900 minus 735, except I don't have to regroup. So here's my 5, here's my 6, and there's my 1. So this is a strategy when you have a subtraction problem where you are working with 100. So 900, 800, 700, and you're trying to subtract from it. It just makes the problem a little bit more simple. All right, and our next one here, we're going to subtract. However, we are going to show our check. So 700 minus, or 507 minus 225. I'm taking my 7 minus 5, which is 2. And then I've got a 0 minus 2, which I cannot do, so I have to regroup. That's going to go to a 4, and the entire 100 is going to go here because I don't need to put any of my ones. So 10 minus 2 is 8, and then 4 minus 2 is 2. So if I go ahead and if I take my check, I'm going to take my 282, and then I'm going to take the number that I subtracted, 225, and I'm going to add them together, and I should get 507. So 5 and 2 is 7, 8 and 2 is 10, 2 and 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, 507. So that means I did it right. All right, and last one, 599, take away 337. I'm going to subtract and then do the check. 9 minus 7 is 2, 9 minus 7 is 2, 5 minus 3 is 2, 222. So no regrouping here. I'm going to take my difference of 222. I'm going to take the number that I subtracted, add them together. 7 and 2 is 9, 7 and 2 is 9, 3 and 2 is 5. It matches, so I am correct. All right, in the next page, we can start it. It tells us, so this is a word problem. So it says Frankfurt Square School is collecting box tops. The first grade turned in 33, second grade turned in 29, third grade turned in 92, and fourth grade turned in 51. So it says how many total box tops have been turned in from all 4 classes. So since we're looking for a total, this is an addition problem. So just to make this a little bit neater, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add all of my numbers together. So I have 35 from first grade, 29 from second, I have 92 from third grade, and then 51 from fourth grade. And then I'm going to go ahead and make this just a little bit smaller so I can fit all that in there. And I'm just going to get rid of the box. And then I'm going to make a line underneath and make my addition. So I'm going to use my strategy here. I know that 9 and 1 is 10, plus 5 is 15, plus 2 is 17. So I know I've got a 1 and a 7. I know my 10 and 1 make, or 9 and 1 make a 10. I know that 3 and 2 is a 5, plus another 5 is another 10. So this should be 10 and 10 is 20. So 207. So 207. So for part B, it says how many more box tops did fourth grade turn in than second grade? So this is going to be a subtraction because I have that how many more. So it tells me to, first of all, solve the problem and then check the addition. So check using addition. So I know that fourth grade turned in 51. I know that second grade turned in 29. I'm going to have to regroup. 4, this is 11, 2, 2. Should be 22. In the next video, I'll do the check.